Last time, I restored my great-grandfather's toolbox and found some of his old, worn tools inside. This time, I restore them. Let's get into it. Specifically, I'll be restoring an Evans 50-foot leather-bound tape measure, a Stabila Stossfess Level, a small Stanley 12-101 trimming plane, a universal bevel, and of course, his saw with his name inscribed on the handle. Let's start by derusting the tape measure. We'll use those later. I applied the deruster to the rusted faceplate and tape measure head. After letting it do its magic for about 15 minutes, I wiped it off with a damp rag. Then sanded away any stubborn or pocked areas with 220 grit sandpaper. I did the same to the backside. Next, I used Doc Martens leather conditioner to spruce up the leather binding. And a metal polish to protect the freshly derusted fixtures. Next up are the planer and bevel. I'll show these at the same time since their process is essentially the same. I started by taking the individual pieces apart and placing them in a chemical bath. While the arm was derusting, I gave the rust-free bevel anchor a quick hose down. After 15 minutes, I removed the arm, rinsed it off, and gave it a quick sand and saw it needed a bit more time in the deruster. So I tackled the butterfly bolt while it had its second soak. With everything rust-free, I reassembled. Back to the planer. After its bath, I took the small blade out first, rinsed it off, and sanded away the excess grime. I did the same to the plane iron, the plane body, and cap screw. With everything derusted, I used my great-grandfather's oil stone to sharpen the blade. Sanded down any remaining pocks or grime. And reassembled. Next, the level. This guy was quick. With no rust, I rinsed it off. Sanded the faces. And took a wire brush to the nooks and crannies. Gave it a quick wipe down, and she was done. And still perfectly level, by the way. Lastly, my great-grandfather's saw. After removing the worn masking tape, any thoughts as to why you might have put that there? I gave the blade a chemical dousing. Rinsed it off after 15 minutes and did the same to the other side. I removed any stubborn rust with the sander. And oiled the handle to protect his inscription. And that's a wrap. Until next time.